Man, man. How many of y'all can identify with those hurdles in life? Okay? So the biggest thing that we all have to understand that keeps us at a stand, or should I say, keeps us at bay is fear. Okay? Discouragement. Biggest thing you have to do is believe in yourself. First and foremost, you can't let outside influences tell you what you can and cannot do. Okay? So just keep that in the forefront of your mind. You are your own creator. So today I'm going to talk about dreams. We're going to revisit those dreams. We all have dreams. Everybody in this room can agree. Sometimes we can't remember them, but when we wake up, you should write those things down, the little tidbits that you can remember. Next slide, please. Okay, next slide. Beautiful. So discouragement, disappointment, settling, and lack of confidence. This is the things that all of us as human beings face. These are our emotions. So it's how do we handle it and keep ourselves in check? So a good thing for myself, self-meditation. Take a moment of the day to get that zen woosah. You know, just sit back, relax, and just time for yourself. Life is busy. Things get pushed to the wayside. So always try to keep a clear mind when you're getting ready to go into work or when you're getting ready to go into your game, if you're on a game plan, sports. So just keep that in the forefront. Leave that all behind. Next slide, please. All right. Survey of successful leaders. Accomplishment of the dream. You can see we get all the way down here. A lot of people want to look at things before we get ahead of ourselves, so that gives them the excuse and the reason to say, oh, I can't do that. That's not for me. That's imposter syndrome. Everybody faces that. So to overcome that, daily affirm to yourself, I can do this. I am great. I'm worthy of this. I have that value within me to be able to achieve what I've set out to do. If you saw that vision within yourself in that dream came to you and only you, nobody can take that from you, okay? So you should go ahead and put a game plan in place and pursue that dream. That's just how it goes. Your professional athletes, these people that take time every day to work on their craft, just don't get good overnight. It's practice, perseverance, and patience. Everything else will align itself. Next slide, please. The dream test. So, number one, you got to own it. If you cannot own your dream, then what is the dream without a vision? Okay? Nobody can tell you about your dream and your vision because you have to own that yourself. All right? Clarity. Be real clear and concise on what it is that you want to do. I'm trying to get that master's. I'm trying to get that doctoral degree. Okay, so let's pave the way ahead and see what I need to do to get to that next level. All right? So the passion. Man, if you don't have passion in what you're doing, you need to take a step back and reevaluate what it is that you truly want to do. So a lot of people in today's society, chase the check. Okay, I'm going to get that $150,000 job. I'm going to get the $250,000 or whatever the case may be. And once you get into the position and you ready to rock and roll and you realize like this ain't all what it's cracked up to be. So now the job is working you because you're working for the money. Okay, but if you can work consistently in your passion and you are happy of going to do that job or that work or that craft that you are good at, then it's not working. You just go and do what you do every day. Okay, so always remember that. The pathway, there's a crossroads. You're going to have a crossroad. You go this way or you go that way or you go straight ahead. What's it going to be? You have a lot of people that are going to try to steer you one way or another. Those are the naysayers and the outsiders and the people that are going to tell you, you can't do that. They don't believe in your vision. That's not their vision. That's yours. So once you just block all that, the white noise out, the static noise, and maintain vision like a horse going around the track with the blinders, you're going to get there. It's going to take you some time, but you're going to get there. Okay? One foot in front of the other. The people you have around you, always be mindful of your circle. So if you have a negative nanny friend in your circle that says, man, my job today, boy, oh, man, that boss, or, man, my girlfriend or my boyfriend always has something negative to say, that energy reflects onto you. Now you wondering, man, why I feel like this? Maybe I shouldn't have had that conversation with Billy, Jimmy, or Bob, or whoever, because they always have negative energy coming out of them, okay? is contagious, okay? I'll give you a point real quick. If you're at the job and somebody walks in the office and they don't have a smile on their face, what's going on? How's everybody else's day going to feel? Or are they going to be more welcome to come up to the boss? Hey, how you doing? Oh, I see you having a bad day. So you're just going to turn around and go the other way and not even leave that person be. So your body language and your energy projects your day and how things are going to come about. So if you want to go around and kick rocks and, man, I don't know, that's going to be what you're going to have. Put your head up. You know, life is a beautiful thing. Don't look at the little small things under a microscope. It's easier to identify with things that are negative versus looking at things that are positive. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I can look at a negative and turn it into a positive because I'm not insane. Okay? The definition of insanity, I'm sure we all know, is creating the same thing or getting the same outcome. Okay? We don't want to do that. So everybody in this room is definitely not insane. The cost, that's a big thing. Okay? It's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you money. It's going to cost sometimes relationships. You have to understand, you're going to lose friends on your journey. You might lose a partner on your journey, but you only have one journey, one life. If you don't have that team and that support group and that network of people encouraging you, influencing you, and helping you get to where you need to go, you need to reevaluate your circle, okay? Tenacity, fulfillment, and significance. All of these play a special part in your goal, in your dream, okay? Next slide, please. Someone else owns the dream, and you own the dream. Once you own it, I don't care what anybody say. It's going to feel right. You wake up in the morning, you're like, yeah, we good today. Let's go. Ready to go. Start the day. You get all this other stuff you might not have. You're like, oh, man, this not right. This is not feeling good. We all have that. We have them people that we work with, co-workers, even sometimes friends, that sometimes we can't tell them, man, take your behind over here for a little bit and give me some space, okay? You're giving me too much, that I can't handle. So it's good to get away from all of that. All right. It will drain your energy. People will try to it'll put you to sleep, take you out, strengthen your zone. We don't need to go over all this. I'm not going to kill y'all with death by PowerPoint. Okay? Next slide, please. I want to touch on the high points. You always have to bet on the casino yourself, okay? You bet on yourself. The only person that's going to be able to do it is when you get up in the mirror and look at yourself and you say, you know what, I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to have a blessed day. Nobody can stop me today. Affirm that. When you do that, man, your day goes by so much better because now you just, man, get out of here with all that nonsense. You ain't here with that? I'm good today. Keep that positivity going. We have too much negativity in our world and our lives at our fingertips. I can't open my phone without seeing something that's bad or something negative. It seems that the negative is always overweighing the positive. So we need this type of conferences. Thank you, RG2G, for putting this on. We need a lot more of this in the communities, not just here, but everywhere. Spread that positivity because it's contagious. It's contagious. Lead your life and love what you do and don't compare yourself to anybody and believe in your vision. So don't compare yourself, I want to be like that. No, be better than that. Aspire to be better than whomever you're looking to be as of. So I want to be the best number one speaker in the world. Same with JR and a lot of these other speakers. This is a craft. This is our passion. This is what we love to do. So I'm looking at guys. Back in the day, you have Eric Thomas, you have Zig Ziglar, you have Les Brown, which is my mentor. But these are the guys that I look up to. But however, this is like an old school way that they're going about their methods. Now the new school's coming in and bringing a new form of teaching, coaching, and mentoring and getting our message across. Okay? Next slide, please. Oh, man. Feeling, hearing it, sensing it, thinking it, and seeing it. What the old saying is, walk by what? Y'all know? Oh, my goodness. That's right. Walk by faith and not by sight. If you have it in your heart and you believe that you are going to get to where you want to get to, trust me, it's going to come. However, this is not McDonald's. It's not a fast food service. Your life is not supposed to be ran like that. Because if you do ingest that, it's just like fast food. You intake those empty calories, it's in and out. So 2 hours later, you hungry again. You want to seek for more. So no, sit back, set your course, and think of it like being at Thanksgiving table. And you got all the stuff that you can pick from and choose from. Because after you get done with that feast, you can't even get up. You just like, I'm good, I'm fulfilled. This is where I want to be at. That's what your life should be, okay? That's how it should be, fulfilling. So getting that sense of feeling and hearing it. Hear that. Listen to some podcasts. Listen to that positivity. If you're not getting it every day, listen to it. There's plenty of outsources that you can get that inspiration from if you don't have that currently around you. So seek that guidance. You don't necessarily have to go to the therapist if you don't feel comfortable doing that. I encourage it. It's always good to talk to people, but if you're the type of person that wants to do their own, there's YouTube, there's plenty of different things that you can listen to get that daily affirmation and that pump to get you ready for the day, okay? Thinking about it, sensing it, and seeing it, these are all the things that you should be doing in your daily journaling, writing things down of where you want to go, where you're game planning, and where you're going to be at, okay? Next slide, please. Fantasizers and dream builders, okay? I don't like all this. We can always look at this side over here. Everybody like to fantasize. Look, I like to be over here. I'm a project manager of my life, so I'm going to build my dream, okay? I want that skyscraper, okay? So there's no dream that's too big, because when I'm dreaming, when I say I want to be the #1 speaker, I want people to look at me like I have 5 heads. Like, this guy's crazy. What's he talking about, #1? You don't know that daggone Tony Robbins, he's on top. That's okay. I'm coming for him. I'm coming for him, okay? Y'all can read that slide. Did you take a look? Next slide, please. Oh, the laws of least effort, and consistent is good results. Okay, consistency, I'll tell you like this. That's everything. Everybody says, well, what do you mean? I consistently like to keep my temple in shape, in check, my body. I only have one of them, okay? So, of course, I'm going to go to the gym, take care of myself as much as possible, eat and ingest the right foods, keep them poisonous toxins out my body as much as possible, even though it's hard because them daggone cheeseburgers are so good sometimes. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? So I'll be on it. But in reality, if you are consistent at your goal of what you're trying to do to get you to that next level, it's going to come. It's amazing how the universe works, man. And just a real quick synopsis. Has anybody in here ever thought to themselves, man, I wonder how Jenny's doing, or Susie's doing, or my kid friend from high school or whatever? And next thing you know, after you thought that process, you daggone run into them at the store, or you see them on Facebook, they sending you a friend's request. It's amazing, but you don't identify that. You don't really look at it like that. That's the universe. That's crazy. It's a fickle world we live in. So always try to put out that good energy, that positive energy. Never speak negativity off this tongue, because it'll come back to you tenfold. So I never, ever want to do that, and discourage all y'all to do that. Always be positive. Even if it's somebody you don't like, don't speak about them in a negative way. Just say, hey, they got some work to do. Jesus is in their heart. They get them. Let God take over for him, okay? That's all you got to say, and keep it moving. All right, next slide, please. All right, the reality roadmap. Look, you got to have a vision and a starting point, okay? Determine what you naturally do. Listen to what I just said. Everybody in this room has a gift that y'all good at. And you might not know it, because people are like, man, you know what? What am I good at? What do I do? Just take the time and say, geez, I just spent 4 or 5 hours doing this, and I didn't even know I was, doing it. That's your gift. You working and then you don't even know. That's your gift. Wherever you lose time, I don't care if it's basket weaving, crocheting, building ships in a bottle, whatever you do to spend your time, that's your gift. And the best part about it is, we have 8 billion people on the planet. Don't think small, think large. It's global now. Your gift will attract at least somebody. If you capture 1% out of that 8 billion, can I get some fruits off the tree? Okay? Can you pick fruits from the tree at any given Sunday with that amount of people within your gift? And you not even working. You pulling 12-hour days and you not even knowing it. Your spouse coming, hey, you going to eat today? You going to come in the house? That's in my craft, in my gift. All right? Inject those habits Realize the potential and realize the dream. Don't succumb to imposter syndrome by saying, I can't do it. These guys are the best. Those guys they way better than me. It's easy for us to do that because it's an excuse for us not to put in the work. Okay? I'd much rather go off and do, whatever, with whomever, besides putting in the work that needs to be done till I can get to the dream, so I can have the dream. Most of these people that are famous or superstars or that are the best at what they do, you should see what these guys do behind the scenes. It's amazing. And then it comes out super clean, looking nice, shooting baskets or golfing and sports or whatever it may be, whatever their profession is that they endured over countless of hours in, they make it seem effortless. So that should be the same upon you. If you are working in your dream and your vision and whatever it is that craft is, it's effortless to you. You should be working that. Next slide, please. Overcoming adversity, getting that initiative, okay? Increase your odds for success. And the number 4 thing up there is passion. That all correlates to that, all right? Have to overcome adversity. We all have adversity in our lives, okay? Now, if that adversity, you're going to keep yourself down in the dumps and you just, man, I don't know. I don't know what I could do. Reach out to somebody. Talk with somebody. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be the introvert and hide yourself in a shell. You need to reach out and seek help. Don't let your ego edging out God keep you at bay, okay? Bring him in. Everybody going to welcome you. You'd be surprised at how many people will have open arms if you are receiving the help, okay? Constructive criticism, if you can handle constructive criticism, because that's the room for growth. I mean, I'll tell you, how many of us are afraid of failure? Okay, everybody afraid to fail, right? We hate that. Nobody likes to fail. Listen, I embrace failure, okay? Embrace it because that's the process of growth. Let's take it back when we was infants. We just didn't come out running, okay? We had to learn the process of walking, crawling. We had how many lumps and bumps? Oh, that's right. Y'all don't even remember how many times you done fell and had a daggone, a big old lump on your head or something. You don't remember that. It's so distant. But now we just up walking, running, talking, and doing what we do. But it was the process that we came through to get there. So think of that. Don't let your dream go away because you think that you can't, because you can. We all can, if it's your vision, if you stand clear to your path. All right? Next slide. Secure it. State your position. Examine all your actions. Consider all of your options. Is this the right thing? Is this truly what I want to do? Just because, oh man, that looks good, don't chase the money, because that's another thing. You don't want to fall back into that, like I said. So make sure it's really what you want to do. Utilize all of your resources and remove all non-essentials. People that are not adding value. Come on. If you're not bringing value to the table to help me get to the next level of where I want to get to, what are you doing? Why are you on my team? Now, I got to disassociate. I got to take myself out of the equation. Look, I'm sorry, we're going to part ways. We're good friends. We'll chop it up from time to time, but I can't do this no more, okay? You have to do that sometimes. It hurts, but you have to do that. That's dead weight. Remove it. If you think about it, we all shed skin every day. We all shed skin. So let that go. Let it go. It's a part of evolution. Bruce Lee once said, keep the water flowing, okay? Flow like water, he says. So that's what it should be. Your life should be flowing. You don't want to stay stagnant. What happens to stagnant water that's just sitting there? Until it starts stinking, you get the mosquitoes, you get all the nasty mildew and everything else that come around. You don't want that. So keep your life flowing. It's an evolutional process. We are not here to stay in one place and do one thing and one thing only. Evolve, okay? Just like the caterpillar, metamorphosis into butterfly. Be beautiful. Be beautiful. Become beautiful, okay? Remove all of them, like I said, and embrace all of the challenges. And this big one right here, if you're able to embrace all the challenges, guess what? You just overcame the first hurdle that you saw in the video, which is fear, right? So if you can overcome that, once you're able to do that, nobody going to tell you nothing. Nobody can tell you nothing. So that's kind of like if you're afraid of heights and somebody, you want to jump out of a plane? That's on my bucket list. Man, I ain't never been off the ground. But you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. So once that day gets there and you at the plane, boy, oh boy, I'm going to look down and see if you got your pants wet. But still, You going up in the air. You're going to do it because that's something that you wanted to do. So once you achieve that, how do you think this, what you think's going to happen after that? When you touch ground and you say, thank you, Jesus, for letting me come down safe and sound in one piece? Huh? What's going to happen? Come on, anybody? Nothing, right? You made it. You alive. But guess what? You just overcame the biggest fear of your life. So the next time something comes up that's challenging, what you going to do? You're going to jump over that hurdle like it's nothing. Just like the video. Okay? Next slide, please. Oh, man. People, your family, your friends, always constantly building your network to get to where you want to go to, whether it's your career. You talk to your boss. Hey, boss, what I got to do? I'm not trying to work you out your job. I'm just trying to get to where you at so, in case you want to take some vacation time or something, I got you, So you want to make sure that you have the right people in your corner to bring you up, to take you to that next level that's always going to keep you striving for greatness, okay? Next slide, please. How to make up the dream, or how to make your dream their dream. Logically, emotionally, and visually, okay? Logically, it all makes sense. Okay, I can put this into place. Let me go ahead and write everything down, formulate my business plan. Okay, I'm going to need X, Y, and Z to do this and that. Okay, well, geez, now, man, emotionally, man, it's taking a toll on me. I'm losing sleep. I'm waking up, now I got to go to my other job. Now I'm not performing at my job that way I should be because I'm losing sleep, because I'm worried about my dream, because I'm trying to focus on my dream. What do I do? What do I do? Where do I go? Well, you got to make a decision. You want to be a wantrepreneur, or you all in? Okay? If you're trying to get to your goals in life, you can't just go in here and just do like this and touch it. You got to jump all in. Just like you jumping out the plane, hoping that parachute going to open up, making sure you do your pre-preventive checks before you go. Guess what? If everything is good and you checked out on everything, your parachute opening, because you have your team around you. You have people that's going to support you and be there for you and guide you along in the process. So just keep that in mind. Always take the calculated risk, especially if you're formulating that plan of action, okay? Visually, you're going to be able to see it. Probably you're the only one that's going to be able to see it, and that's why everybody's looking at you like you're crazy. But once things start to culminate and start building and you start going, and 3 years down the line, people are like, man, I didn't see you had like only 2,000 followers. How'd you get to 200,000? You see what I'm saying? Whether it's social media aspect or your job or whatever it may be that you are inclined to do, okay? People will start to heed and take notice and see the changes that you're coming about within yourself, that metamorphosis. So they see that skin start to come off. They say, oh, man, you're starting to blossom, okay? That's a beautiful thing. Next slide. The dream is not free, okay? The price has to be paid, whether it's with your time. You're going to take family and friends, because you're going to be in the lab. If you're serious about being serious on achieving your goals and dreams, look, college is no joke. You got papers and you got some stuff to do, okay? That's a lot of work, especially when you got dissertations and a lot of other things that you got on your back. So you got to understand that you're going to have to dedicate time and set aside for that. Hey, family, hey, friends, listen, I'm in the zone, I'm in the lab. Please leave me alone from X, Y, and Z time. Shut your phone off and then just focus. Stay focused on what you need to do, okay? The price must be paid sooner than you think. The price will always be higher than you expect, and the price must be paid more than once. And the possibility to pay too much for your dream, there's never a price to pay too much for your dream. You're just going to keep coming out of your pocket until you get there, okay? And if you're not all in, that might not be the dream that you was really dreaming about being in, okay? Next slide, please. Tenacity. Improve your what? Improve your vocabulary. That articulation to tell you, if I come to you and say, hey, this is my dream, and I articulate exactly what my vision is and my plan, you can't really discredit what I'm bringing to the table, okay? It's written out. Here's the blueprint. I'm giving it to you. You can replicate what I'm giving to you, okay? It's foolproof. Moving forward with everything isn't perfect. We're all imperfect. So expect to have those highs and lows. Ain't nothing no smooth sailing. You're just not going to get on a cruise ship and think that, oh, we're going to never hit no rough seas. No, it don't work like that. You're going to have your ups and your downs. But it's the time that you have to dig deep within yourself to say, okay, this is truly what I'm looking to do. This is truly what I want. So therefore, I don't care about how the highs and lows go. I'm still going to float through. I'm still going to maintain the course until I get to that destination, okay, at the top, wherever you want to be at and envision. Change your thinking. You have to change your mindset. You have to change the way you think. I said earlier, if you can make a shift and shift your thought process 1 degree, you're already on the way. And how do you do that? Well, Q, what do you do? Well, you know what? I don't like waking up early. I know that. So guess what I'm going to do? If I say 6 o'clock, I'm going to put it at 5:55. 5:55 instead of getting up at 6 for my alarm. But when I get up at that 5:55, or matter of fact, if I get it up before 5:54, before the alarm goes off, how do you think I'm going to feel? I'm going to feel good. I'm going to feel great because I accomplished it. I beat my alarm up. Okay, so now my day's already going in the right direction, okay? You see how that works? That one little bitty shift is all you need because it's a snowball effect. Now you can be like, okay, I did that. Well, shoot, that worked. Let me go ahead and try doing it with this. And that worked too. Wow, it's kind of catchy. So just be able to shift that thought process and take out what anybody else is saying and do it, okay? Just do it. Don't worry about all the rest. Just do it. Next slide, please. The dream. The resources stop the moment you stop. The rule of 5, we're not really going to talk about the rule of 5 because it's common sense theory in my book, but I'll give you a real quick synopsis. When the possibilities exhausted all possibilities, you have it. So like this little rose right here, it's going to be watered. Flowers got to grow. So what you give to your dream is what you're going to get out of it. If you're not pursuing what you want to work on every day within your craft, then it's going to be a long stretch for you, okay? You could either get there quicker than others if you keep nurturing it. Just like anything in life. If I'm watering my dream and I'm giving it everything I got every day, and I'm almost exhausted, and people are like, man, he really working hard over there. It's got to come out. It's got to come about. Because it only takes that one time. One time. You have somebody that says, man, I see what this guy's doing. I see what this girl's doing. Man, I like that vision. I really like the message. I like what they got going on. Man, bring. Come on. Let me talk to you real quick. Just one time. Just like a lottery ticket, you winner. Boom. Next thing you know, you're the CEO or you are now management or whatever because I like your performance. I like the way you handled that situation with that disgruntled client that we had, okay? That was very professional. You might not have known it because that's just what you do, but somebody was like, man, you really took care of that situation. So just always be mindful of that. The resources stop when you stop. So don't quit. Don't stop yourself. I mean, the worst thing that you could do, the worst enemy is yourself. I'm going to just say that. The worst enemy is ourself. So we are so easy to get down on ourselves to say, oh, I'm not going to be able to do this, or that's too hard, or I need some help. Can somebody help me? You asking for help and didn't even try it. What are you doing? You don't need no help. Go on out there, try it first, and if you fall on your face, find out why you fell down and see if you can pick yourself back up. Now, if you 3-4 times falling down, then okay, go back to your resources and be like, okay, hey, how did you overcome X, Y, and Z? Oh, this is what you did? Well, it might not work for me this way, but I'm going to try to critique it this way so it can fit me. Next thing you know, you over the hurdle. You good to go. Okay? Next slide, please. Realization of the dream. Appreciate for every step of the journey. Always have that. Pay homage every step. If somebody's helped you, stay humble. Somebody's helped you get along that process. Hey, man, you know, Dr. Paul, you helped me out, man. You got me over to do X, Y, and Z, and now I'm actually doing it. Man, you got me there. So always appreciate the people that have gotten you to where you needed to be. All right? New discoveries are made and a new natural law balance. Once you find out that everything is coming in alignment with where you want to go, it's almost like smooth sailing. You just get in this automatic system, automatic go, and all you got to do is just flow with the motion. You're good to go, okay? That's a beautiful thing, but don't get complacent. A lot of people get complacent. Oh, my stuff, I'm good. I don't even have to be over there. They taking care of it. That's when things come back and start to bite you. Always want to be able to go back, follow up, make sure things are in place, in order, as your vision, as your dream, because you have to understand, when you have others working for you or have other people coming into your vision and your dream where you want to be, you have to make sure they have the same code, the same value, the same moral ethics that you have. Because if not, you're going to be fighting a battle. You're going to be the micromanager. You go, hey, you don't want that. People don't want that. I don't want nobody micromanaging me. I'm sure you guys don't want to be micromanaged. We're all adults. Everybody knows what right looks like. So let me get right. Okay? That's the definition of toxic leadership. That's when people don't want to go to work, when they have people over their shoulders thinking that they cannot do the jobs. Okay? You hired me for a reason. Now I'm about to fire myself because I can't stand looking at you because you over me all the time. Get off me. Okay? Next slide. For yourself, for others, and with others. What the old saying said, teamwork make the, there you go. Teamwork make the dream work. You don't never get anywhere in life without having a team. Okay? Your life coaches, your teachers. There's always been somebody instrumental in your life to get you to the next level, that next stage of life, okay? Your mother, your father, I mean, anybody, your friends, there's somebody there in that network that's going to get you to that next level, okay? So always be mindful of the people that you have and the significance and the weight that they hold for you. It's that person that you can always call on. Hey, man, I'm not feeling too good. Oh, what happened? And that person will bring you up. You should always have that go-to person in your circle that you can count on. Oh, I'm over at so-and-so. Can you come and get me? Yes, I don't care. It's an hour or two away. I'm going to be there. I'm coming for you, okay? Because I love you and I want to see you get home safe. I'm coming for you. We talk about all the discrepancies about that gas money later, okay? So next slide, please. Dare to dream. That's the hardest thing, is that people think, like I said earlier, is that imposter syndrome kicks in and they're like, man, I don't think I can do that. This is just what I'm born to do. And no, it's not. You can do it, okay? So dare yourself to dream. And when you do dare yourself dream, dream big. Prepare it. Always have your path and your preparation ready for what you want to do. I mean, I'm sure everybody has something in here that they are good at and they want to do, but are kind of scared to take that calculated risk because of the time associated with getting to do that, okay? After work, after hours, we all had the 9 to 5, we all go to work. What do you do? Oh, man, that dream's going to take, I got to do this. It's going to take me to like 11 o'clock at night if I'm doing it. Then I got to get up at 6 in the morning. That's not enough time. I'm not going to give out the maximum work productivity at my job because I know I'm going to feel a little sluggish, okay?